Hello everyone, it's Jelly here from Chill Lifestyle. Right, so today's reading is basically what do you need to know? So this is just what Spirit wants you to know. It might just give you some help and advice with what you're going through right now, how you can get through what you're going through, or maybe there's something you're needing to know about someone or something somehow. I don't know. Whatever that is, choose a pile, or in this case, choose a deck. Okay. So I have got pile number one. I'm using the Akashic Tarot. Okay. Pile number two is my Inner Child Tarot, and pile number three is my Angel Tarot. So basically, choose which one you feel like you want to, or which one you feel very drawn to, and we will get the message from that pile. Okay, I'll chat to you soon. Hello, welcome to pile number one with the Akashic Tarot records. So what we're going to do is we're going to ask the Akashic records for this pile as to what it is that you need to know. So let's see. This is for pile number one. Let's see, why is your current circumstances, whatever it is, whatever you're inquiring about, why is it the way it is? So what is it that you're needing to know? Spirit, please tell us, why is it that pile number one's situation is the way that it is? Okay, wow. So two kings. Sorry, I forgot that I've got the zoom on. Okay. Right, so your current circumstances at the moment anyway is the fact that, sorry, and I can bring these back a little bit because they were a little bit too far ahead. So we've got two kings here. Okay, so you could be working a lot on improving your life. You could be looking at maybe your finances, your current, building up your career, building up your finances, trying to work harder perhaps on your career or your finances, okay? You also may be trying to build up your knowledge. So there may be things that you're passionate about, for example, and so you're trying to build up the knowledge in that area, okay? So you may be learning quite a lot or building up the knowledge. We've got the journey card here, so there may be a journey, or you may be looking further afield, maybe perhaps from where you are currently right now. The only card that I'm a little bit concerned about is you got the Court in the Ruins, which means you are a little bit caught up in, as you can see with this card. So here you've got, as you can see, two people who are in prison, okay? And what this is really about, this is about being caught up in negative thought patterns. Maybe there's actual addictions that you're dealing with right now. This could be addicted or codependency. You may be addicted to certain people that you, for some unknown reason, cannot get out of those addiction. It could be relationships. Maybe you stuck. There are two people here that seem to be locked. So you may be stuck and bound to a situation, or stuck and bound to, a certain person. Like, that they're toxic and they're not good for you, but for some unknown reason, you're really battling to release it, okay? And then obviously, anything that isn't for your highest good is never ever positive, okay? Don't ever allow yourself to be stuck in a relationship that's not good for you, okay? Spirit often gives you a way out, and yeah, it's really up to you. They can't push you, but at the same time, your life's going to be rather uncomfortable until you decide to do that, okay? With the journey card, it might say, it's time for you to leave your circumstances. It's time for you. Maybe you're needing a bit of a holiday. Maybe it's time for you to move on into a new direction. Anything away from this toxic situation, whatever that is. We have addictions. can be food addictions. Maybe you have addicted to negative mind thinking. Maybe you have addiction to self-sabotaging yourself, and you continuously think negative thoughts and think in a sad, depressing way. Either which way, the journey card here says it's time for you to move. Okay, either move on, relocate. Maybe you just need to look in a different direction, especially if you're looking at work. Maybe you're trying to improve your area, but maybe you're stuck in one place. It might be time for you to really consider leaving and moving in a totally new direction. Okay. And what its Spirit is saying is that it's safe. Okay. It's safe for you to explore other avenues. It's safe for you to explore other maybe homes or other areas. Maybe whatever you're in right now, it's too toxic. Okay, that's what Spirit is saying. It's not good for you. You're not going to improve. You see, manifestation is very funny. You may want something and think, oh, well, I'm manifesting it. No, you don't manifest what you want. You manifest who you are. If you are sad and depressed and hate yourself and hate your life, you will continuously get sad, depressed, and hate. If you are negative and don't believe you deserve anything, Spirit will give you exactly what you believe. So if you want something better, you need to be better. If you want to be positive and have a positive, happy, wonderful life, you need to be positive, happy, and wonderful. So whatever this toxic stuff is, if you are addicted to certain people and you have this codependency that you feel like, I am nothing without this person, Spirit is saying, you are a leader. The King of Keys and the King of Scrolls says you are a leader. Okay, you are an amazing person. You have this leadership quality, the ability to be so intelligent. You have the ability, if you're not already, to be so wise. You actually have so much knowledge, and this knowledge is what's going to ride you into the sunset. See, look at that beautiful castle in the distance, okay, with the most beautiful sunrise. Maybe it's a sign that you need to move more into the country. Maybe you need to move to places where there's castles. You know, maybe it's, like the old English countryside kind of thing. Just, if you know any of England, then maybe just the countryside near you. Either which way, Spirit is saying it's time for you to kind of move on, get into your boat and go. Okay, because wherever you are right now, it's toxic. It's got you caught up in the ruins here. You see that? Again, it's imprisoning you. It's imprisoning your head. It's imprisoning your heart. It's not allowing you to escape. You are locked behind this cage, and these people are not happy. Okay? It's the devil. It's seriously, it's anything that's negative is the devil energy. Okay? It's really being possessed by this obsession of something. So something you're obsessed about is not good. Okay? And Spirit says it's time. It's time for you to leave. It's time for you to walk away and physically move, whether you move houses or countries or towns. Okay. So that's, what you're currently going through, and Spirit wants you to know. Okay, so what else do we need to understand? Right, so what Spirit wants you to do, okay, they want you to basically feel like this waterfall. Waterfalls are powerful, okay? Think about all the things you think about a waterfall. Waterfalls are powerful. They're beautiful, they are strong, they are deep, someone who's got deep emotions, they flow. Okay, but at the same time, that they have a huge amount of powerful force behind them. Okay. On either side, you've got the Muse and you have got the Initiation and the Count Saint Germain. So you are basically being asked to really see yourself as this powerful force, as this really someone who has got really deep emotions, okay? And it's time for you to embrace your emotions. It's time for you to really see who you are under the surface, okay? I mean, again, waterfalls go deep. They plunge deep into the water and then obviously rise out. And as you can see, what seems turbulent comes out into the most beautiful, serene, beautiful waters, clear waters. Okay. So this is very much, again, about spirits reminding you that you actually have what it takes to change your circumstances. Don't be so fearful in this, caught up in the ruins, that you don't see who you are and what you actually deserve. With the Count Saint Germain, you may be going through a powerful ending. Okay, so it could be an end of a relationship, an end of a job, or just an end to your soul's life. You are becoming initiation. You're having this initiation. So that means you are transforming. You are maybe you've healed family wounds. Maybe you've gone back to your childhood and you've gone, why am I the way that I am? Why do I believe what I believe? And maybe you're now questioning everything about your life, and you're starting to, Saint Germain is helping you by downloading this information. You are beginning to understand who you are, and you're getting the truth. Okay. And I think that's exactly how I'm seeing all of this, is just really a lot of truth coming in. And on the other side there, we've also got the muse. So you might find that you might perhaps maybe start doing something more creative, by painting, maybe, spending some time doing painting, playing musical instruments, something that's going to change your energies. And it's something that's maybe going to trigger, I mean, we don't have the King of Scrolls, but something that's almost going to trigger something within you, something creative. So you might wake up to the fact that, you know what, I actually like painting, or I like gardening, or I like cooking, I like playing musical instruments, but it's something that's going to create this muse within you. It's also about the fact that you might realize that you've got a lot to offer other people. When you are someone who, again, you expanding yourself, you're going deep, is what I'm getting. You're digging deep into yourself, and as you dig, deeper and deeper into who you are, the more deeper you're going to actually have this transformation. It's almost like you're going through a spiritual awakening, okay? And that is awakening to your spirit's real purpose, awakening to who you are. It's again, like with this waterfall, it's like this life force. It's a never-ending life force, okay? It's taking your past and it's pushing you beyond your limits, into this totally new person, is what I'm getting, okay? So this is actually quite awesome. It may not feel like a good time, because when you're having to face your dark side, and it could also be that's exactly what you're doing with this here, is you're doing shadow work. And shadow work is when you start to face your uglies, and that's not a bad thing, because when you face your uglies head on, it's when you face the devil head on in the face and you go, dude, what can you do to me? And he looks you back and says, well, this is what I'm showing you, this is who you are. When you change that, the devil loses. Okay, and then you become this powerful force that is to be reckoned with. You become this muse that people go, wow. People actually start, you'll hear people go, you've changed. And it's going to be in a more positive way. It's not going to be you've changed in a negative way. People are going to start to see your light. You're going to be beaming with this new light, because all of a sudden you're going to wake up to the fact of who you are. Parts of you are going to die. And that's okay. Relationships will fall away. You will end relationships. Friendships will fall away. Family members might not want to be around you. And that's good. When people don't want to be around you, that's actually a good thing, because it means that it's forcing you into change. Because when you do get together with the right people, you meet your soulmate, you meet your perfect friends, you meet your soul tribe, you start to realize that you actually weren't that happy. And then Spirit will reward you and go, okay, you've done the work. You've gotten rid of the people we didn't want in your life. I will reward you with this. And it's going to be happiness. So whatever you're going through right now, please don't stress. It is really for the better. Okay, let's see what the outcome is for you. Okay, so here we got the divine physician. So this is exactly it. The outcome is, this is Jesus. Okay, you've also got the caduceus, which is also represented. So I'm not really too sure. It looks like Jesus, the dress wear and stuff like that. But it's also the caduceus, which is very much the symbol of healing. So what Spirit is saying is they will bless you. You will be blessed by this spiritual light. It could be the Christ consciousness. Now, not to put religion into here. I don't like to talk about religion. I'm not a religious person. But when you look at and I always believe that all these people came down as a lesson. And Jesus' lesson to us was the Christ consciousness, is to teach us compassion for all beings. Doesn't matter. Love your enemies. Love whoever. Love everyone. Okay? And love them with compassion. Don't be so harsh or so quick to judge. You should never ever judge, because Spirit will find reasons why you shouldn't judge, and they'll put you into embarrassing situations when you're like, So you judge this person, now look at who's judging you. Okay? So the minute you judge other people, Spirit will put you in the same situation. If it's not in this lifetime, they'll do it to you in the next. Okay? So Christ consciousness is really about loving everyone. Doesn't matter who they are, doesn't matter what they represent, but giving them a lot of love and a lot of compassion. And when you do that, your heart starts to heal, because you start to see life in a very loving, beautiful way. You don't see life through the eyes of the devil, which is hate and anger and bitterness. You start to see life in a Christ consciousness way, which is more about the Lord. It's more about godliness. It's more about the light. It's more about being in spirit and really starting to see people from a higher perspective, from a spiritual, godly perspective. Okay. And that is basically the initiation of Saint Germain is the death card. It's very much about the old you dying and the new you being born. Okay. And being this healer. Maybe, for example, you might become this muse and learn to heal other people from what you've gone through. Okay, other people might start coming to you and going, wow, how did you get through that? And you're going to go, well, this is what I did. And you're going to be a muse to other people. Other people will want to follow or help or want to get help from you because of what you go through. Okay, so I'm going to get just some random deck here. Let's see, what do we have here? Right. So pile number one, what do we have for pile number ones? What is coming for them? What do they need to know right now in their current circumstances? What is it pile number ones need to know? Wow, okay, you got a few cards. Clear and shield your energy, exactly. Be careful. Call on Almoya, call on Archangel Michael, because your energies are toxic. Okay, there's toxic energies feeding off of you. You have a lot of negative entities around you. They're feeding off of you. They're feeding off your brain. That's the only way the devil, if you kind of want to put it in any which way, can ever get on top of you. When you are depressed, the negative entities can feed off of you. If you don't want negative entities around you, you've got to clear and shield your energy. And how you do that is you start to vibrate at a higher level, okay? The higher you vibrate, the less likely they can. You have more control over your mind than what you think. The stronger you are, the stronger you clear your mind, the less likely you are to have any of these negative entities around you, okay? We've got the card here, persistence. Don't give up, okay? Don't give up on life. Don't give up on love. Don't give up on money. Whatever it is that you're looking at, please do that. And detoxify yourself. Drink more water is really a card of saying detoxify. Detoxify your life. Doesn't mean... You've also got a waterfall here. Look there, behind you. So water is really important. So your emotions need to be cleansed. You need to detoxify your life of people, entities, places, food, drink, whatever it is. Detoxify your life so that you can die and be reborn. And I don't mean that in a physical death. I mean emotionally. You can die today and be reborn tomorrow into this muse, into this Christ consciousness. Wow. Okay, so this was a deep one, pile number one. Exactly that. You are going through probably a spiritual awakening. If you Google spiritual awakening, I've actually got a video way back last year somewhere. You can look through my files and you'll find it. It's the signs of spiritual awakening, what you go through. And what you're going through right now is the dark night of the soul. So, you can always shout out to me if you're needing any help with that, or just Google and, help you with the symptoms. So what you're going through right now is harsh, but you know what? It does get better. That's the upside of this. Okay. I'll chat to you soon, and goodbye. Hello and welcome to those of you who have chosen pile number 2, and this is the Inner Child deck. So let's just see what is happening with pile number 2. Okay, this deck is huge. It's really not easy to shuffle, but let's just see. What do they need to know right now? Okay. 9 of Wands. Okay, so you may be dealing with in situations where you're trying to find more balance, you're trying to work with other people, you may be giving money to other people may be giving money to you, so it could be sharing resources, it could be trying to balance up your emotions. Maybe your emotions have been really out of balance or out of whack. It's really about becoming a lot more in tuned with your heart. Okay, there may be a need for you to do a lot more cleansing when it comes to your chakras, and balancing up your chakras. There's also some kind of decision that you're needing to make. Okay, and this decision may be about it could be just ascending, because we do have this 6 of crystals where you can see. So this is the Star of David. It could be, ascending to a higher level within your life. Gabriel is the one who blows the trumpet at the end of Judgment Day. And Judgment's all about the soul's rising. So it's not a physical death and rising up, but it's about the soul's rising up to be a lot more godly-like. I spoke about this a lot in pile number 1, but it's very much the Christ consciousness, which is the rising up to be a better person, the rising up to be a better spirit, a better soul. Okay. And sometimes there's people that you have to leave behind in order for you to obtain it. Okay, your giving and taking may be a little bit out of whack. So you may be the kind of person who's always giving, and people are taking advantage of your giving. Okay, and Spirit is now asking you to please make the decision to carry on your journey. Okay, you're needing to see your inner garden and work a little bit on that. This is, I always call it the secret garden card. It's not called that, but that's what I call it, because it's like you peering into a secret garden, and this is your inner garden. So on the top you can see, again, we've got a lot of colors here, and I'm really seeing transformation. It's almost like you're transforming into something more beautiful, and I mean beautiful soul, beautiful person. And it's almost like you're curious into the deeper side of you. You're curious into who am I really, because there's more about me. Sometimes, you may watch certain movies and you're like, there's something in this movie that just pulls at my heartstrings, and you don't understand why. I mean, it could be a period show, it could be a certain town or a certain thing, and you're kind of peering in and you're trying to figure out. I mean, this garden is lush, it's full of lush herbs and branches and trees and all kinds of things. This side here is a little bit barren, and there it's a lot more, lush. So it's almost about peering in and figuring out who you are from the inside. Again, you may be having a lot of questions about, spiritual questions about ascending, and this caterpillar is also very much about taking out some time alone. Sometimes the spiritual path can be a lonely one, because again, you're having to leave people behind that are not on the same path as you, and that's okay. Okay, whether it's family members, whether it's friends, whether it's partners, if people are not on the same path, I always say the spiritual path is a lonely one, but it's a more fulfilling one, because when you're done with the spiritual awakening, when you're done with the spiritual path, you waken up to the real people. You waken up to the real people who love you for who you are. not the people who want to keep you down because they don't want to see you get the star, okay? And again, see the Star of David almost as the star towards knowledge, the star towards spiritual blessings, the star towards, spiritual enlightenment. You're not going to get that if you're busy trying to give to everyone else. Okay, so what else does Spirit want us to know? Okay. Wow. Gosh, you guys in pile number 1 are so similar right now. Okay, so I'm just losing all my cards. Maybe you feel like you're losing your battle at the moment. You're trying to shuffle too much going on. It's becoming too big for you. Okay, so with Sleeping Beauty, you are literally getting so much of the same cards as pile number 1. You've got the Wizard. This is the this is actually the Hierophant. So this is very much, again, about deep spiritual knowledge. The Sleeping Beauty is the Death card, which is... Oh, hang on. I don't know if that is the Death... I'm sure this is the Death card. Maybe I've got this one wrong. I actually might have to look this one up. Sorry. Just bear with me for a second. For some unknown reason, now I'm not really too sure if this is... If I've got the right one. No, Sleeping Beauty is the Death card. So what? Oh, no, this is Sleeping Beauty. I'm so sorry. Okay, this is the Death card. I was right. Okay, so you are going through a transformation. So I was very correct when I had this feeling that you're hearing the trumpet being called. You are not going to die, so please don't think that you're going to die, but you are having a soul death. And what that means is that an old way of you is dying, okay? The part of you that maybe, again, is always listening to other people. Maybe other people give you opinions and you listen to those other people's opinions. And now you're waking up to the, shit, I need to stop doing that. I need to stop listening to other people. I need to stop dealing with people who are full of gossip and people who are full of drama. I need to disconnect from those people and I need to walk away, okay? These people are no longer going to be on your path, okay? I'm sorry to say. And you have to leave them behind because their lives are so full of drama and negativity, and you can't have that if you're going to be a spiritual person. You actually, spiritual people often, that's why you find us in the woods. That's why witches were witches, It's not because they were evil and stirring pots. It's because of the fact that they didn't want to be around the toxicity of the drama and the other people. They prefer to, work with the herbs in the gardens and be more natural because other people are just too toxic. So you could very much be in a time in your life where you may not feel like you are worthwhile. You may not feel like you're strong enough. And Spirit is saying that's really not true. You've got the Wizard there. And the Wizard's think about Merlin. Merlin was a powerful magic magician, okay? In other words, you have that spiritual knowledge, that spiritual power within you to become the person that you think that you need to become. You are not someone who's not good enough. You are not someone who doesn't feel like you know what you're doing. You may feel like you don't have what it takes. This is the scarecrow that doesn't feel like he was powerful. He couldn't even scare a crow. A crow's still sitting there laughing at him. You may feel like, I do things for these people and that they just laugh at me all the time. But, really and truly, don't see that. You may feel like you're blinded. The scarecrow, you've got two swords. You may feel like you're blocked by certain people. And again, the minute you become more spiritual, you're going to have people mark you. Trust me when I tell you, people will be taken away from you. Whether you like it or not, they'll be taken away because Spirit knows best. You may lose partners, you may lose friends, you may lose family members, okay? It's all part and parcel of the new you being born, and you don't need these other people anymore. Okay, not to say that, if they're family, you can cut them off completely. If they're that toxic, then you might have to, but it just means moving away. Just deciding to not agree with them, agree to disagree, and just say, you know what, it's time for me to move. You may physically have to move for some of you, or emotionally just move away. Keep the conversations very much, hi, how are you? The minute they start to draw you into their toxicity or into their drama, thank you very much. I choose not to get involved. Okay, you don't have to help other people. People sometimes need to have the rug pulled away from them and need to fall flat on their face in order for them to help themselves. People have to lose everything in order for them to, when you hit rock bottom, there's nowhere up, nowhere other than up. The more you try to help people that don't help themselves, the more you're actually not helping them. Because what happens is you then become a stepping ladder, and they're always needing you. Okay, so this is what I'm getting, is that some of these people have to be left behind, okay, in order for you to reach the pinnacle of where you want to be in your life. Okay, I'm going to see what else. Okay, so we've got the Lovers cards, which is very much that of love. It's very much that of soulmates. We've also got other cards here that have come out. Okay, so we've got the Four of Hearts, the Seven of Wands. So the Seven of Wands, again, is very much, it's quite funny. So, this butterfly, that's, again, chakra cleansing. So maybe please look into chakra meditation or clearing your chakras. But this is very much about someone who doesn't see how beautiful they are. And I'm talking about inside out beauty, okay? I'm talking about someone who, this is someone who is needs to go within, because the more you go within, the more you'll see your shining light, the more you'll see the colors of who you are. And with the Hansel and Gretel, it's about finding your perfect soulmate. It's about finding your perfect partner, who you can, go forth into the journey, go towards betterment within your life, the person that you can go with. Here we've got the Four of Hearts, and it may feel like you are alone in this world because of the fact that you've gone through everything that you've gone through, and you may feel like God's abandoned you. You're now straddling your shitty times, or your turbulent waters. You're straddling it. Your boat is sunk. Your shame. This poor person, look, their heart is broken. Their heart's completely, and they're crying. And what Spirit is saying is, please, you're not alone. In the right time, when you have gone through this death and this rebirth, the right time, you have got all these people that are coming to your rescue, okay? And look, they've got full hearts, okay? So right now, you may feel like your heart is broken, or you may go through a period where you feel like your heart is broken because maybe you had to leave some people behind. But Spirit's saying, don't stress. In the near future, when you are ready and when you've healed yourself and you've become this full whole person, they're going to bring the right people into your life, okay? And if you're looking for love, then it's going to be a soulmate, or it could be your soul job, your soul partner in work or whatever. So that's basically what I have. I'm going to get just some final sorry, I just need to clear out some final cards, words of wisdom. What does pile number 2 needing to know? Oopsie. Wow. Nurture yourself. You see, this is very much about nurturing yourself, looking after yourself right now, going within, spending some time alone. It's not bad to spend time alone. Go for lonely walks. If you're living with people and you can't, have long baths or showers, some time alone is just going to be really important for you. Work your magic. This is really about finding your magic, your inner magic, and then you've got positive changes. So, work your magic. See yourself as magical. See yourself, Saint Germain. Funny enough, it's very similar cast to pile number 1. Very, very weird. Okay. But Saint Germain is really about the magic within, transforming who you are on the inside right out, and nurturing yourself, detoxifying yourself from people, places, whatever it is that you've had to leave behind. Nurturing yourself is taking the time out and being a little bit selfish. Okay, stop worrying about other people and trying to please other people. This is about pleasing yourself and putting yourself first, even if it means leaving other people behind. And in the end, it's going to bring you the positive changes you are wanting. It's going to bring you the right people. It's going to bring you to the right place. It's going to bring you the right job. It's going to bring you the right love, okay? The right partnerships. The people who will be there for you, that will help you. But your heart needs to be full in order to do that. Broken hearts don't make a whole heart, believe it or not. It just makes more broken hearts. Okay, pile number 2. I hope this made sense for you, and I'll chat to you soon. Right, for those of you who have chosen deck number 3, pile number 3, this is going to be your reading. So let's just see, what does Spirit want you to know right now? What are you going through? What is pile number 3 going through right now? Whoops. Okay. Okay, so we've got 6 of fire. So good news is on its way. You're going to have victory and some public recognition or awards. Okay, so you may be currently working quite hard on something. Maybe you are trying to get recognition for maybe your work. Maybe you're trying to get recognition from something or people. This is good news. Okay, you got your 2 of fire. Okay, you've come into your own. New partnerships or contracts continue to move forward. Okay, so wow. So this is really, really passionate, pal. Okay, justice. You've got your fair and just decisions. Do what you know is right. Stand up for your beliefs. Okay, so this is saying that your karmic balances are done. You've maybe gotten rid of people. You've maybe rid yourself of toxic people, toxic energies, toxic judgments, toxic life. And now Spirit is saying if you are in any kind of legal battles, things will go your way. If you are dealing with decisions that you're worried about, this is saying it's going to go your way, okay? Do what you know is right, okay? And stand up for your beliefs. So, if people feeling a bit tested, this is the victory card. You're going to have victory, pile number 3, okay? And whatever that you're dealing with, you're going to have some kind of victory coming your way. You're going to be able to ride in on your high horse and have victory, okay? This is about karmic balances. It means, you've dealt with your karma. You've dealt with your negativities. You've worked really hard on your work. Whatever it is you're working on, and there's going to be victory and justice, okay? What else does Spirit want you to know? Wow. Okay, we got the Lovers cards. Wow. So pile number 3, this is very interesting. There's definitely, let me just get one more. Wow. Oh, wow. Funny, that was at the bottom of the deck. Now it came out. Well, out of all the piles, this is definitely the most positive, okay? Spirit wants to know you're going to have happiness, okay? You're going to have more confidence in yourself. People are really going to start noticing. So you're having this glow up. Whatever it is that you're doing, congratulations and well done. Carry on. People are starting to notice you, okay? Whether it's you've changed your looks, maybe you've changed your diet, maybe you've just done a lot of inner work. You've dealt through all the uglies. You've disconnected yourself from ugly people and ugly places. And I don't mean physically ugly, I mean emotionally ugly people. You've walked away from people who are full of drama. You're no longer fighting with people. You can't be bothered to deal with other people. You've done a lot of work, pile number 3, really and truly have, and you're about to get recognized for that. Spirit is wanting to bless you. They're going to bring you relationships. This is partners. This is love partners. This is business partners. You've got the Lovers and you've got the 2 of water, which are both soulmate cards. So if you're looking for a soulmate, Spirit's going to bring you your soulmate. Even if you're not, this is about, having, maybe there's some decisions, but this is having good health. You're going to be blessed with good health because, also when we get rid of people that we don't need in our lives anymore, toxic people, people who are negative, people who are judgmental, and we release ourselves from those people, we do become healthier. So you're about to be reunited with a soulmate or meet a soulmate. Okay, if it's not love that you're looking for, then it's just about relationships. There's a sense of forgiveness. So if there's anyone in your life that there was a bit of conflict with, then you guys are going to resolve this conflict. Okay, there's going to be forgiveness between you and this person, and the relationship you have with this person will grow stronger. Okay, so if there's anyone in your life that maybe there was a bit of conflict with, or there was maybe perhaps fights with, or someone that you feel like is either in, you're part of your soul tribe or your soul family, and it doesn't have to be blood related in any which way or form, a really good friend, whatever it is, your relationship's about to grow a lot deeper than what it ever has been before. Okay, so forgiveness is had all the way around, and conflict is going to be resolved. So that's positive. Okay, so what else? Gosh, this is definitely a good pile. Okay, so this wants to come out. We've got the Two of Earth. Too many things going on at once. The need to make a decision. We did have our decisions. Okay, so you need to make a more playful approach on making a decision. Your head over heart, maybe balancing. You're trying to figure out your head and your heart, maybe not that balanced with something in your life. Okay, what else? Some of you, okay, remember I'm dealing with different people, different situations. There may be a choice between perhaps two lovers, that one may be a soulmate, the other one may not be. Okay, so Eight of Earth. Skilled work is rewarded, learning all there is to know about a certain topic, and might be going back to school. So you may have to balance up your budget so that you can go back to school to go learn. Maybe there's something you want to expand your knowledge on, you want to learn more about. And Spirit might say, if you balance your budget, you might be able to find the money to do so. And, well, King of Fire. Okay, motivated, ambitious, charismatic, idealist. Focus, communicate with vision, and be a leader. Advice from someone creative. Okay. So, wow. This is definitely the most positive pile out of all the piles. Okay. The other two are very much about, going in and doing a lot of the work. But I feel like with pile number 3, Spirit is saying, they're very proud of you. They can see that you've worked really hard on yourself. You've worked really hard on balancing up karma within your life. You've, rid yourself of any karmic ties or karmic people. And you're now getting recognition for all the hard work that you've done. There's definitely relationships that are healing. The right people are coming into your life. And I see having a happy outcome. There's going to be success within your life. Okay, you go, the King of Fire, that's you that's had all this focus. You've been so driven to do good within your life in order to do better for yourself and better within your life, and Spirit is going to reward you, okay, with good karma coming in. Just don't forget to make decisions, cut out people and drama. They're in your life, remove them. Okay, family, friends, whatever, you don't need that in your life. Keep yourself away from drama. Trust me, rather be alone than be around people who are full of drama. Don't try and heal or help other people that don't want your help. Rather just heal yourself, help the people that really want your help and people who really want to be there. Okay. And there may be, learning new skills, this may physically be going back to school. Maybe you're going to take up another course, or it's just getting as much knowledge as what you want. So, if just say, for example, you want to get a promotion within your company, then, learn what it is that you're needing to learn. Maybe ask the HR department, how do I get better? What do I need to do? Is there certain courses I need to do? For others, it might be just, taking up books, reading, watching videos on YouTube to understand. Maybe it's, it could be something as simple as learning more about spirituality, for example, or learning more about, I don't know, anything. Whatever it is, there's something to learn, okay? And Spirit is saying that you need to maybe perhaps just, there's too much going on at once. You might just need to be careful, because one of the balls you might drop a ball if you don't balance up things a little bit more. So that's, balance up your life, balance up your day. You might be too consumed on one thing within your day, and Spirit is saying just lighten up your load a little bit. Okay. Okay, so let's see final advice for pile number 3. What's coming in for pile number 3? Final advice on what they need to know right now. What do they need to know? Oh, wow. Okay. So a few cards came out there. So we got the card here, freedom. So what this is saying is that you are free to do whatever it is that you want. This might be a clue that you need to move towards the mountains, because Hina is, I'm sure she's the goddess of the mountains. I might be wrong. But this, it might be in time for you to go on a holiday with the hula there and the, beautiful background of the beach. Maybe you need to plan yourself a bit of vacation. Whatever it is, freedom is really about spirit saying you're going to be free. You're going to be free from negative people. You're going to be free from negative situations, and they're going to free you up in order to have a little bit more freedom within your life. Okay, and Spirit is saying trust. You need to just trust the situation. Whatever's happening right now, Spirit is saying don't lose faith, don't lose hope. Just trust that Spirit knows what they're going to do for you. You got the card Jack, come out of the closet. So this is very much about coming out and showing people who you are. Okay, don't be afraid. The right people will really enjoy who you are. And so if you decide that you want to be who you are, you need to show people who you are from the inside out. Don't be so scared and don't worry about other people. See the other person's point of view. Well, this is really saying, see everyone's point of view. Don't, try not to be so judgmental. Try and understand other people's, as they say, if you haven't walked in someone else's shoes, maybe just try to see things from the perspective of what they are doing. It doesn't mean you have to agree with them. It's just trying to see things from their point of view. It might just help you a little bit more. Okay, pile number 3, that is what I have for you. There's some good things coming in. You're going to have a happy final outcome to whatever it is that you're expecting right now. I'll have a good week and I'll chat to you soon.